We are live.
Woohoo! We're here!
We are here, guys. Hello. Good evening. It's Saturday. Hi, guys. Welcome to Demiplanes and Doodles. With me, Vic. Oh God, there's a Lynn.
Caca!
You're really good at surprising me lately. These past 2 days.
You're welcome. And also, please know I'm doing finger guns.
The tiniest finger guns.
Pew. Little pew.
Little pew pew.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Saturday, guys. It's the day
Saturday
after
night.
Friday.
Are you starting to like say the Friday song?
No.
First it's Friday, Saturday comes after, or whatever the hell
Friday,
that song goes.
Saturday. So what? No. I'm still shell shocked from last night. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How dare you? Still can't believe you did that. I can't believe you, Tabitha, and Jesus kept that from me.
To be fair, what
Tabitha did a Skeletor laugh in the background.
Okay, to be fair, Jesus messaged me. It was like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah," like because your all's like the Sacred World game fits my schedule really well because it's on a week. It's because it's like a Friday night and I don't have anything planned for like Saturdays.
Right.
And he was just like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can." You know, I just don't want to like intrude or anything. Like this is all your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like only if you guys need an extra player, I guess, or something like that. And he's like, dude, you're like, dude, I'm asking you. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like, okay.
Okay, fine, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. But, yeah. Oh, look, Cowerbow says, yeah, I totally didn't know either.
Jeremiah, did you not... Jeremiah, were you keeping this from me?
I think everyone knew.
Wow.
I think. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh
I'm not entirely sure.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay, fine.
To be fair, I know you're all like betrayed and stuff, but
my feelings were toyed with.
It makes me feel like my presence is awesome, so I'll take it.
Your presence is definitely awesome, and I greatly appreciate it. Yep. And I cannot wait to see where this is going to go now that Addie has joined the party and we have now +1 wild man.
Oh god. Yeah, he's a lot different than I've been playing him in the Alistair Discord.
Oh yeah.
Server. He's a little bit different, but his soul is still there, kind of.
Still kind of there.
Still kind of there. Like he's you'll find out. It'll be fun.
It is said in chat that Addie wandered away from Phoebus and the gang and wound up walking into a portal to Sacred World. This is now canon, and Addie will be missed. Aww.
He doesn't have the barnacle though.
Oh yeah. Barnacle buddy. No.
He released it back into the wild, I think, because that sounds like something he would do.
He put it in a puddle and went, "You stay here," and the barnacle said, "I stay here."
Yes.
Oh
god, if you guys go and like find like some sort of water source and it's just full of barnacles and you're like, that's weird, why is this in a lake?
He'd be like, yeah, that's weird.
Weird. Huh. I don't know.
Okay. So do we want to...
Anyways.
Yeah,
announcements?
Yeah, let's roll through our announcements. So yeah, as always, all of our links are down below, so if you want, you could check out our friends at Talon and Claw. They make wonderful dice in tabletop products. They make wooden dice, dice trays, DM screens, dice towers, now spell trackers. Those are cool. Dice vaults, and etc., etc. So go check them out. They do really awesome work. I plan on getting a dice tray in the future because the one I'm using right now makes my dice roll terribly. So I would like a Talon and Claw one. Por favor. So, howdy, hello people. Wow, oh my gosh, so many people showing up. I love this. All right, so with that,
hello.
Segueing into, speaking of merch, hey Lynn, we have something in the Divine and Conquer TeePublic store.
We do. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
It was made by you.
It was made by me. So hey guys, hello friends and bros of Alistair. If you don't know already, there is a piece of Alistair merch that is currently in the TeePublic store. You can scroll down below and click to go to our merch shop. It is it's a t-shirt of Alistair and West running onward to adventure as little tiny chibies, and they're super cute. So go check that out. And they come in shirts and stickers and masks, because masks are now a necessity nowadays. So if you want a cute little mask of two little bros running off into adventure to bring some positivity to your life, feel free.
Yes.
And
Speaking of
Alistair, we have a Patreon.
Yay!
And that's also, like, the link's literally right next to the merch store, so you can go check us out. You can subscribe for as little as $1 a month, and that gives you extra features, like on Friday. What did you send out, Lynn?
So I sent out for our patrons, depending on the tier, but I sent out behind the scenes stuff. We kind of do like we've fallen into like a behind the scenes like post thing where it's you get like sketches, you get like behind the scenes like process and like concept work, and then you get like teasers for like the upcoming chapter.
It all
depends on the tier. So that's the stuff that recently came out.
Yeah, I like where it shows your process of doing like composing the panels and like doing the sketches and whatnot. If we ever did like anything related to my writing process, you would just get like a 5-minute video of me writing the same sentence, like, and then backspacing completely, and then writing it again, and then backspacing again. That's all you get from me.
I definitely plan on like taking snippets of like your direction and then how I interpret it.
Okay.
And, like then I send it back to you to draw over.
Oh yeah.
And you send it back to me.
You're like, how do pose, and I'm like that, and then I just send it back. It's just like, can I throw it all the way back to Kentucky?
Yeet.
Yeah, yeet.
But yeah, we update our Patreon every week.
Mm-hmm.
So
and our comic bi-weekly.
Our comic is bi-weekly. So next Friday you're gonna get the bros are gonna get chapter 4 early, and then on the 14th is when Webtoons will be getting chapter 4. So you don't have to give us money at all, but you know, it helps us with stuff, and it's, you know,
like rent.
Like rent. Help us with rent.
Help.
Rent.
The capitalism. It plagues me.
It burns.
It burns. It burns us.
It burns us. But yeah, so that was this week's, and I can't believe we're on chapter 4 already.
I know, we're already on chapter 4. Oh man, soon we're gonna be on chapter 5, and chapter 5 is gonna be fun for me.
Chapter 5 is awesome.
Chapter 5 is so much fun. We collaborated on that one together. It's exciting.
All of them.
Yeah, of course we do.
But anyway, so that is the Alistair project, and I guess we can dive into tonight's topic.
What is tonight's topic as I swap us over?
Yes, so tonight we are pretty much taking from where we left off last week, where we just would not shut up about musicals.
So we're going to talk about musicals and be weird theater kids all night while talking about bards.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about bards too. Like,
Yeah,
we'll loop in some D&D things, but I guarantee that will derail very quickly.
It'll derail very quickly. So if you're here specifically for D&D stuff, I apologize. But you're going to get a lot of weird theater kid stuff. Which, I mean, I think being a D&D nerd and being a theater kid kind of go hand in hand sometimes.
If you were in it, okay, I'm going to ask chat, if you were ever a theater kid in theater or did any type of acting, either now or when you were at high school or middle school, let us know.
Let us know. Or community college.
Yeah, anyway.
Because that's the thing. That's when I did theater.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did theater in community college, so that was my whole rebellious stage of fuck you, mom, I'm gonna go be an actor, I'm gonna be on the stage, and that didn't pan out. I'm gonna be a thespian. A thespian, and that didn't pan out because I was like, I'm terrified of the stage, what is happening?
I'm like, why am I doing this?
It's like, it's funny because it's like, I liked acting, I liked reading the lines and like doing the rehearsals, but when it came to actual live shows, I was fucking terrified the whole time, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. But I liked acting, so I guess that kind of plays into me playing Dungeons & Dragons, because it's like a more controlled stage for me. Sort of.
Yeah. I agree. And like you feel a little bit more comfortable when you're around people you do this constantly with as well.
Oh yeah,
so.
I agree.
But yeah, in front of like, it's weird because I feel like in front of strangers you shouldn't care more.
Oh, I care so much. I care so much around strangers.
Like logically you should be like, oh, this is like a performance they'll see once. Who cares? Whatever.
Let's see.
That's not how brains work.
Chat, we have Shane. You have seen me in a play. Yes, we have, and you are fantastic. I had so much fun watching that.
We had so much fun. Like as soon as you came on, we're like, ah.
Like we're very glad that this was like in like a basically a forgot the words I was going to use.
Right, the writer, everyone.
I am the writer of the comic. Hello. Yes, I do the words. But like no, being kind of like in that kind of like separated environment where like the actors are on a screen doing a live stream. Thank you, live stream. And then we're just like sitting behind, like, you know, so you don't hear us. Because if it was a live play and we were actually in a theater, I feel like Lynn and I would have been so fucking obnoxious.
Oh, absolutely, we would have.
We'd be like, oh my god, it's Shane. Be like, and you'd like see us in like the front row, like fucking like elbowing each other, like it's him.
We would have like shirts with like Shane's face on. Like we would be those people.
God, we would. Oh my god! And then like when after the play, when like it's like everybody like does like the curtain call, like final bow, and we're like screaming the loudest for Shane. We'll break flowers.
I know him.
I know him. He's so cool.
Yeah.
See,
but anyway,
Sweet Tea Cephalopod has also been in stage plays and done theater because I have done theater with her. She's from my old acting troupe.
Oh heck.
And she's absolutely fantastic. And it's also appropriate because she also plays a bard.
Perfect.
So
you guys describe my family at every single one of my High School Musicals.
You can't escape us, Shane. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. Cold Crusader, closest, and I use that term loosely. I have ever come to any voice acting in high school. I was offered to join a group that was doing Undertale fan comic dubs. That's so cool. Fun fact, I did a comic dub of Homestuck, and it's somewhere on the internet. You'll never find it.
Internet, find it.
Please, God, don't find it.
Bros, go forth and find it.
Don't go find it. I'm gonna go delete it right now.
Just little scrambling noises. You'll never find it.
You'll never find it because I have deleted it.
God, there's the evil vaudeville Vic showing up. You will never find it.
You will never find it. God, I've always wanted to do. I've always actually wanted to play a character like that.
Like
it has like the old timey vaudeville, like twirling the mustache villain. I've always wanted to do that.
And like tie someone on the railroad tracks and just leave them there, even though.
Wow, the one time I'm trying to get to YouTube as fast as possible, and it's just like stuttering out.
It knows.
Oh fuck! It doesn't want me to get to it.
Oh, Cold Crusader, I know my mission.
No, you will not.
Trouble.
No,
you're in trouble,
no. I'm going to it right now.
Anywho, we drew some good boys today, this evening.
We did draw some good boys. Oh.
We drew my druid singing his heart out over here on a mic that he probably doesn't understand what it is.
I'm for the idea that I'm for the idea of Addy doing Mongolian throat metal. I feel like that fits him very well.
Ooh. His like I guess aesthetic is based off of like Norwegian Viking kind of stuff. Like he actually has a musical instrument.
Oh really? What kind?
He has a bowed lyre.
Oh, hold please while I yell at my dog.
And but that's one of the things when was it Ragnar was like, does anyone have a bow? I was so tempted. I was so tempted to throw the musical instrument at him. But alas, he's not that smart, I guess. He would have made that connection, it's fine. But even though he has a bow.
I am
You're
back. I am back.
You've returned.
Sorry, I was yelling at my dog because he was getting into the cat's food and eating it. Because he acts like he's starving. But he's not, because you just ate. I gave you, like, beef liver, I gave you a hot dog, and it's all mixed in your dry food. And there's even, like, some water in it to make it a broth, so it's like you're having, like, a nice little stew, buddy. And you have the allotted amount that you're supposed to eat. So why do you act like you're starving? Stop it. You're overdramatic.
Yeah. Anywho. Poor Wes.
God damn it!
What happened?
It's been found.
What is it?
Oh my god!
What did they find?
Ah, it wasn't quick enough.
So
Was
fast. That was
Oh,
so fast.
shit!
What was found?
A thing I did, like, way back on YouTube, so don't worry about it.
Thing?
Don't worry about it.
No, which thing?
It's on my YouTube channel, like my old YouTube channel. I have some videos on my old YouTube channel, okay? I don't... Okay. I'm gonna...
Oh.
So I'm just gonna read
save
chat
this.
while I'm... Yeah, save that, please.
I'm going to save this because this is beautiful. And fun fact for people who don't know who these two people are, there are D&D characters, and neither one of them are bards.
Neither one of them are bards, but we've drawn them being bards, apparently. If they both multi-class into bard. I mean, Wes technically could, if you wanted to.
Our bard episode and our front page is not bards. So, you know.
Let's draw some
bards.
We should draw some bards.
You draw your bard.
I'll draw my bard. Are you gonna draw your bard?
All the birds.
I haven't drawn him in a long time.
You should draw him. And then I want to draw some more bards. So probably after that we can draw, like... Because I always like drawing Faerun, too. Faerun.
Yeah.
Hey, Sydney, if you're still listening, give me the deets on Alina's description. I will draw her, please.
Okay, we're saved.
I am saving on my end, too. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I am saved.
Okay,
Unfortunately, I'm not saved for my sins of my past.
it's fine.
I'm gonna delete. Delete.
Delete.
Delete. Okay. Let's do this. You pick your end, I'll
Okay.
pick my end.
I'll be over here.
He found my old
God.
YouTube channel. It's funny because I wasn't even logged into it, and I was like, I kind of like left it like suspended on the internet forever.
That's why you don't ask the internet to find stuff.
I didn't ask them to find it, but they made it their mission.
Who found
Well,
it?
You asked for them to find it,
Who found it is the question.
Jason.
Of course.
Of course.
All right,
Man,
let me draw my boy.
Yeah, talk about your bard while I try to find mine.
My beautiful bard.
Where are you?
So, my bard, I play a young Sir Phoebus Gregor Tatterick, the first. And, hold on. I actually want to find, let me turn the volume down on my phone because I'm going to be scrolling through TikTok because there's a specific outfit I saw that I need to draw him in.
Oh, you sent that to me, did you?
I did. But I know I have it saved too. I have some, you know what's funny? I have so many, in my saved videos, I have so many ones of, like, donkeys and Spud, because, like, I want to, like, I share them with, like, the Horde of the Dragon Queen chat. Like, with the Horde of the Dragon Queen group, I just find, like, TikToks of donkeys, and I just be like, look at them.
It's Spud, look.
Look at Spud, he's so cute. So cute, is baby. Precious little donkey. Donkey. Alright, where the hecky did I send that? I have, like, all the videos of that one guy that I sent you that reminded me of Grayson.
God, he's handsome.
He's very handsome.
Lord. My heart.
I know. He's too handsome. Okay, I need to
Man,
find...
this looks so creepishly like Augur. It's so funny.
I know, I'm like, oh man. Oh, look at that, he's a good boy. I love Zero very much.
Yeah.
What was his college? Like, speaking of bards, colleges.
I think it was Valor or something.
That's cool. Hey, we got a rating party of 4. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for the raid.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're drawing stuff.
We're drawing our D&D bards, and we're talking about musicals and our bards. Speaking of, since we kept getting on the topic of it last week, what was your very first musical that you ever watched?
My very first, oh man, my very first musical that wasn't a Disney movie.
Yes. I'm gonna say like your first like proper.
My first, okay. For sure, I'm gonna say my first proper musical.
Yes.
Let me think. I have to think back because like, Mary Poppins. I mean, it's kind of it's still a Disney movie, but it's like not an animated Disney movie. So, Julie Andrews, Mary Poppins. Yes, that was one of my first ones. And then like shortly after, Sound of Music, and then when I hit middle school, then I discovered Phantom of the Opera.
Were you a Phantom of the Opera nerd?
Oh God, was I? So much that I was like looking up stuff about the books more than the actual musical.
Le Phantom de Opera, or whatever that was called.
Yes.
Were you? Did you watch the quote unquote horrible sequel?
No, I did not. I did not want to because I heard details about the sequel and I just refused to watch it.
Yes.
Because I was like, this is not correct.
I just actually watched a documentary, not like a documentary, but like a review on it, and they're like, "This is a fan fiction." I was like, "Oh no." This
is fan fiction.
It's essentially fan fiction.
Yes, Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. Which I love like book Phantom, I feel is just like he's so much more extra than actual stage Phantom because like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you were sending me the like his outfit and stuff, and you're like, he is
so extra. And I was like having like a whole moment where I'm like, look at this 2004 movie. Look what they did to this, like the whole like masquerade scene where he's like coming dressed, like crashing the party as like the Red Death. Hello, what happened here?
Gerard Butler ruined it.
Yeah. He had a weird. Oh, wait. Something weird's happening.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm having a weird moment because like Dropout was doing something to me and it was like, what's happening? I love how both of our bards just happen to be tieflings.
I feel like that's a really popular thing.
I mean, charisma. You have like you're naturally charismatic.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like I don't see human bards very often.
No, what you were saying about the
Except Faerun.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Distracted by the Phantom. Sorry. I went off topic.
That's okay.
No. So he was like in the scene where he was like the mask of dressed as like the Red Death. Like in the movie, you know, we saw it, and then it's like the stage plays. Like there are good stage play renditions of the costume, and I love them to pieces because I just love like the more extra and more like what's the word?
Obnoxious.
Obnoxious. That wasn't the word I was going to use, but yes, essentially. David Bowie did it first. That's what Tabitha yells from the back. But like in the book, it's like specifically written like he's like wearing like the mask of the Red Death, and it's like he's like trying to be like the brightest bird in the room. Essentially, he's like so extra. He's got the feathers. He's got the capes. He's peacocking so hard, and then like written on the cape in like gold lettering. Basically, it was like it's written in French or something, and I don't know it word for word, but essentially it translated to "You cannot touch me," and I was like, yes.
That sounds like something Grayson would wear. Like, straight up. That's what you go to sleep in.
That's what he goes to sleep in.
You cannot touch me.
I'm like, alright, fine. And he just gets pushed off the bed.
You.
Like, alright, fine.
Just gets kicked off. It's fine. Man, I haven't drawn this dude in such a long time.
He looks good. I love him.
So this is my, Rockabilly Bard. He is a giant beefcake of a tiefling.
Hey, Rockabilly is always good.
He's a support boy.
I mean, that's usually how bards work. Usually.
I'm actually starting to realize that I really do like playing as the support to a party. And like I feel like I do that with every character, whether or not they're actually a support class or not.
I mean,
I can't
fair.
help it. I just like it.
It's fun to like play it differently.
Yeah. Like Grayson, he is not a help whatsoever, but but that fits his personality though, so I think it's fun.
Ewy, I don't want to touch it. I'm just gonna throw some magic real quick.
Well, because like at higher levels, like wizards get real scary.
Yeah, conjuration wizards. Like, oh my god.
Like I'm just gonna conjure this out of thin air. It's fine.
Let me just summon this thing to kill you. Okay, thanks, bye.
Because I'm not going to do it.
I'm going to hire someone to do it.
Oh, yep, that's perfect.
Oh my god! That upsets me. I'm reading chat right now.
What happened?
Gerard Butler was picked over Antonio Banderas. I'm upset. I am incensed.
Ew.
Never forgive, never forget.
I think my first musical, I think it was Bedknobs and Broomsticks, but I don't know if that's musical or not.
I mean, it's got music in it. It's fun. I was just watching that the other day, and my god, the one character, I forgot the actor's name, but
the traveling guy.
Yeah, the
magician or whatever?
the traveling magician. God, he gives me so much stranger energy. It's so great.
I don't know. Would you consider that a musical because it never was on Broadway? Like, what do you consider like a musical?
I go by the standard textbook definition of a musical. So definition, as I Google that real quick. So, a play or movie in which singing and dancing play an essential part. So yeah, I would consider it a musical. Okay, reading through chat real quick. Cowabell. The first one was Sound of Music. Yeah, Sound of Music was also forced on me as a kid. Because it was like, oh yeah, you liked Mary Poppins. Here, watch The Sound of Music. And I was sat down to watch The Sound of Music. And like, the entire first half, I was like completely bored. So I'm like, I don't like this. This is boring.
I liked the first half. I just liked all of her songs. I like how she's like the nun that everyone's just like, something's wrong with her. And I was like, like I get it, man. I actually, before you hopped on to chat, I was actually listening to the goat herd song from The Sound of Music.
Oh, I love that one. It's funny, like as a kid.
Oh, I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I love that one. Is tonight gonna just be us just very badly reciting songs?
I will say I love musicals. Can't sing or dance worth a damn.
Oh, I can't dance to save my life. I trained myself to sing for a production because I was playing a character that was going to have singing parts. So I'm like, oh god, I need to learn how to sing. So I learned how to do some singing. I wasn't the best, but it was passable. And now with this whole what? I'm online. I'm online layer.
Okay, good. Just double checking.
I'm online layer. But as now, with my now going through second puberty, I cannot sing anymore because my voice is completely awful.
That just means you get a new singing voice.
Do I? I have to relearn and suddenly be a tenor now, so that's going to be a challenge.
I love me some tenors. But yes. You know I have a problem.
I know you have a problem. I'm going to learn how to sing bass just to spite you.
Bass is fine. I don't know. Like, I think it's just I like whatever just because I can't do it myself. So I'm just like
that's fair.
Enamored by it.
That's fair as like my voice starts to crack.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yay. I got description for Alina. I can't wait to draw her.
What was another... Oh, shoot, I did that on the wrong layer.
Multiple piercings in both ears, lots of layers.
Wrong layer!
I'm on...
Wrong layer, Kronk. Wrong layer, Kronk.
There we go. Oh, okay.
That was me.
Oh, you were on the wrong layer. I was panicked mode.
I
I'm
was
like,
on
oh,
the
shit.
No, you're fine. I was on the wrong one.
Of course, Phoebus is perfect.
Phoebus is perfect in every single way.
Phoebus says, I'm perfect.
Have you seen his jeans?
Yes.
He has top pedigree there.
Have you seen my jeans? The designer.
Oh my god.
I can't get this eyeball right. Phoebus, why? Good enough. So, okay,
but
did you say what your first musical was?
I think it's Bedknobs and Broomsticks, if you want to count that.
I'd count it.
Trying to think of, like, other ones from my childhood.
Which ones did you, like, discover that you just, like, completely vibed with and you were just obsessed with it for, like, months?
I do know that I watched Rocky Horror at a very young age.
Oh,
like, that was just something we watched. That's something that we just watched, like as kids, kind of. Like, because it wasn't weird to us. Like, we're just like, heck yeah, this is a musical, and these guys are cool. So my mom was like, hell yeah.
I did not discover Rocky Horror until, like, probably high school.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Like, my mom was the type of person, like, back in the day, she would actually go and see the live shows. So it wasn't weird to us.
That's so cool.
And, like, my brother and his wife go every year. Probably not this year, but, like, they go every single year, and, like, they dress up and they, like, go to the live shows because we have a troupe that does it here in Cincinnati.
That's cool.
And I think I told you this before, but my old D&D DM, he was Riff Raff in the stage play.
That's also
like,
cool.
That's what he did. Yeah, and, like, the traveling show was really cool. But yeah, it wasn't weird to us, so we just always watched it, and it was always, like, a fun thing we always did.
Yeah, I know the theater group that I was a part of, I think they did Rocky Horror, but it was like either a semester or a year after I left, because, like, I transferred to go to college elsewhere, and then they're like, oh, we're doing Rocky Horror, and I'm like, oh, now you're doing Rocky Horror.
Like, God damn it!
I mean, it seemed like it was fun, so, hey, at least they had fun.
Yeah. Would you wanted to be in that? Like, who would you want to be?
Oh, God, I wouldn't even know. Back in the day, I have absolutely no idea. Nowadays, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'd probably be Brad. I would probably be Brad.
Brad. I always had a thing for Riff Raff. Always. I always loved him so much.
That's
like,
fair.
He's weird. I like him. But, I, like, as I've gotten older, I was like, hey, I really like, heck, why am I blanking on his name? He's my brand, Vic. Who is he?
Meatloaf?
Yeah.
Just Meatloaf.
So you didn't remember his name either. Eddie,
that's right.
God.
Didn't remember the name, but I remember Meatloaf.
Yeah, I knew it was Meatloaf, but I didn't remember. But God, do I love Eddie. Which explains a lot.
Alright, let's see. Reading through chat. I would say School of Rock is a musical, technically. I wouldn't consider it a musical. People don't break into song, it's a movie about a band. Let's see.
That's fair.
Sweet Tea Cephalopod says Cats. I have only recently started listening to Cats. My experience with Cats has been, it was on a VHS, like it was like on an old VHS that I owned, and it was like a 5-minute long. It was a 5-minute long trailer for the actual like stage play that was recorded for VHS, and so.
And it's funny though, because like I remember like that being a huge deal too. I remember seeing that everywhere as a kid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because it's like you didn't very often get like actual like recordings of Broadway shows. You had to actually go to Broadway to see stuff.
And then Cats came out, and everyone was like, "What?"
Cats broke the mold.
Yeah. And like I never watched Cats until actually kind of recently, because everyone's like, Cats is weird, so I was like, I'm gonna see how weird it is. So I watched it myself, and I was like, yep, that was super weird. Never
that
did
was
that
weird.
back in my life, but. Like, some of the songs are really good, and, like, apparently it's based off a book.
Yeah, it's based off of, like, a collection of poems about cats. But Andrew Lloyd Webber decided, no, I'm going to take one particular poem, and I'm going to make it an entire show.
I mean, it's a very popular series, and everyone knows it, so hats off to him.
I know, hey, it got a cult following, so good job.
The Devil's Carnival! I know that! Oh my god, the Devil's Carnival is fantastic!
I don't know what
Sorry,
that is.
You just said that. I'll send you some links to it later. and I think it's gonna be your vibe. Like, 'cause there's this really neat song about the scorpion and the frog that is my jam. Jesus, back me up on this. It's great.
Fetuses, a nice
Man, I
light
haven't thought about that in a long time.
Needs to be a little paler. There we go.
Another musical that I was introduced to early was Jesus Christ Superstar. Very good musical. I liked it a lot. Catchy songs. I think that's, if it has catchy songs, I'm in.
I know. I think I heard like one song on my Spotify playlist, and I was like, "Hey, this is a jam."
Which one was it? Do you remember it?
I sent you a screen cap of it a while ago, but I can go look it up. I was like, "Oh, hey, this is playing. That's funny." Like after we were just talking about it.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like, oh yeah, hey.
Let me go find it.
I
gotta scroll through like a week's worth of stuff.
Musicals has always been a huge part of like my family and stuff. Like we don't go, like we don't participate, but we like go and watch them all the time. Like before the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, we went every year and saw a musical, like as like a family, like me, my mom, my brother, and his wife and my husband. So it's a big deal. The last one we saw was Aladdin, so that was super fun.
Oh, nice.
They have some great songs that I need to send you because they have a Total Bro song, and it's called High Adventure.
Yes.
And it's about them. It's about them being like, "Hey, we gotta go do this cool stuff, like adventure stuff," and it's catchy and it's great. And it's actually like based off the book, which is neat. But you want to know the best part of that entire musical, even though it's Disney, was that they had an opportunity to do like a forced romance, but they dropped it and never brought it up again.
Oh my god.
So there's this part where Aladdin's three bros, his squad, come to rescue him, and they go into the Sultan's palace or whatever, and then they meet these 3 girls, and you're like, oh great, of course they're gonna pair up and stuff. And like they do this thing where like all 3 of the guys have each one of the girls, and they do like a dip bow with them.
Mm-hmm.
At like the peak of like one of the songs, and then they drop them and walk over them.
King Herod's song. That's the one.
Oh god, that's a good one.
I was like, hey, I'm vibing with this. This is nice. So I might go find the musical to watch somewhere.
It's online. But yeah, so they drop the girls and just walk over them, and they never meet each other again.
Amazing.
I know. I was like, wow, that's real bold, and I like that a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, as you're doing your shading.
Shading. I won't shut up about musicals, so just yell at me to stop talking.
No, this is the point of tonight's episode.
I love him.
There's love for Devil's Carnival and Repo, the genetic opposite. Oh my god.
We were just talking about that the other day.
We were talking about Repo the other day.
The vines that
You mean
that
the TikToks?
Vic sent me. God.
I know, we're old. We're so old.
I didn't even have a Vine. Like I
did not either. I didn't have a Vine either. I want to make his coat purple.
But yeah, the guy you kept sending me that you said was Grayson, he would do like songs from Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, it's so good. What is your favorite musical?
My favorite musical. Oh man.
Like, okay, we won't say favorite. We'll just say one that you can watch over and over again and never get bored.
Let me think.
Like what is a musical that you have? This goes for chat too. So, what's a musical that you can watch that you can finish it and then immediately start it again and be completely happy?
Oh, let me think. I gotta think about that one.
And before you ask, I don't even have an answer to this one. I was just curious.
Wow.
It's a good question.
It's a very good question. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about it. I'm like, wait, hold on. I gotta think about this. Because, like, I feel like I had, like, fixations on specific musicals, and I would listen to them over and over again, like, just nonstop.
Yeah.
Also, I love how Zero's shirtless. I just realized that.
He's always shirtless.
That's fair. It's very fair.
Gotta have that stage presence.
Also fair.
He was like my pseudo diss before diss, I think. Which explains a lot.
Fair. I'm trying to like actively think of like musicals I listen to.
I would say like song wise, I really like Newsies. I like the entire soundtrack of Newsies.
Yeah, Newsies. Yeah, because I think I was listening to a few and I was like, yeah, I like Newsies. That sounds like fun. I've never seen it, but like, I like listening to the music.
It's very good. The choreography is really cool. Again, I wish I had legs that worked.
Legs.
Legs. I don't have legs. I have little toothpicks.
little tiny like.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Oh. Yes, exactly that. So.
Perfect.
It's too dark. Phoebus, that is not your color.
Up there.
I'm like just trying to give him a little bit of rouge. Because he obviously wears it.
Of course. I mean, technically he doesn't need to. He's already got that rosy skin.
Yeah, he's got that rosy complexion, but I understand that my complexion's already perfect, but why not enhance perfection?
He would, like, powder his face only to rouge it again.
Basically. Like, basically so, yeah. He would.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. He's so cute, little baby.
Oh god, he looks so much like Tabin.
I know.
Oh, god.
I gave him that Lupin smile, too. I just realized that. I'm like, oh, shit.
He looks so much like him. It's so cute.
He's so precious.
I love how he's, like, winking.
Let's see.
Still haven't answered my question.
I know I never answered your question. I'm still thinking about it.
You're dodging it.
Maybe I am. Like, you asked me a question like this and my mind immediately goes blank. I'm like, oh my god. Let's see. Reading through. Newsies was my inspection in the mushroom cave. Y'all meet chatting. Newsies was Jesus' inspiration in the mushroom cave that we met chatting to that. Hey, Mac! Come here, Mac. I love that, the little talking mushrooms. The movie of Newsies is great. Baby Christian Bale singing his heart out in a bad New York accent.
Like, I actually really like the stage production of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a recorded version of it that I watch constantly. It's by Disney, but it's actually really good. Which I'm shocked to say.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see Lion King when it came around. That was super cool.
I wish I saw Lion King. I really love Lion King.
It's very good. It's weirdly enough, like, have you seen the second movie?
Yes, I have.
Basically Romeo and Juliet.
Basically.
So, they like mashed the two together in the stage play.
Huh. Interesting.
Like, they have like songs from that movie in that like play, and I always was confused by that, but
Meh.
It works.
Okay. So thinking on it, because I'm like, I guess it's like I'm trying to think of like what counts as my favorite, because like there's like always like something that like I have a critique about for like some musicals, where I'm like, I really like this, but there's this one part that I don't like, so I don't know if I'd watch it over again, because there's always that one part that I'm like meh through. But I'm gonna say probably 100% Singing in the Rain is one of my favorites.
I've never seen it.
I love Singing in the Rain. It's so fantastic. It's got so much crazy choreography, and like all the songs are just excellent. It's perhaps like, yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites.
I need to watch it then.
Like one of my favorite fun facts about the about that musical was like, because Gene Kelly and Debbie Reynolds, they worked on it together, and like there's like a whole thing where like somebody would ask Debbie Reynolds for an autograph, and she'll be like, you know, I learned how to forge Gene Kelly's signature. Do you want me to sign it as him as well?
Wow.
I know, right? I'm like, all right, damn. There we go. Little sparkly-eyed Phoebe.
Let me resave then.
I will save too, and then
Yeah.
save as. Gene.
Yeah. There.
Yes.
Our two bards.
Bards.
Yours is all charming and cute, and mine's gross.
He's not gross. He has his own
He's
charm.
pretty gross. I didn't even like put his nose ring in, but whatever, he's fine.
It's whatever. He forgot it for the day.
It's up his nose, probably.
Oh my god.
Well, you know how people do that thing where they flip it up?
Mm. I did not know that.
Well, like it's not.
I
Like,
don't
you know,
have
ring,
peer-
it's when you have like the horseshoe looking thing.
Oh.
So it's not like a full ring, but they can flip it upside down and put it up in their nose.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't have piercings. Oh, I have like just the standard like in like 2 earlobes, and that's it.
What do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Dear God.
7.
Oh my
8.
God.
I have,
Whoa.
yeah.
That's so many.
No, I have 7.
Dang.
'cause
I
I
feel
had
so bland.
I had a belly button ring, but I had it close up because it sucks. I don't like it.
Yeah, I just have the
How's
standard just single piercings in either lobe, and those weren't even by my choice either.
Yeah. No, my
Culture.
parents were like, you get to choose like if you want to get your ears pierced or not. So when I was like,
I didn't get a choice.
when I was like 13 or 14, I was like, I'm gonna go and I got done at like the mall, and I was so terrified. And then it kind of sparked insanity with me getting everything pierced
Oh my
ear-wise,
God.
and then like I had tattoos and stuff, and my parents were like, what happened? I'm like, you did this.
See, I always got the talk of don't get excessive piercings or tattoos because your body is supposed to be a temple to God. That's the talk I got.
Oh god.
I know. That's the kind of talk I got. Hey, so
Hey, temples have stained glass windows,
They
man.
yeah, man, they got stained glass windows. Oh, hey, so Sweeney Todd was mentioned in chat as one of as a favorite.
Let me bring up my
Sweeney
reference
Todd
position.
and Beauty and the Beast. I will sing
I
either at the
guess I'll
top of
grab-
my lungs. Please,
Let me
yes.
grab Grayson and Sweeney Todd, and we can do the next one.
All right, I got this saved, so I'm gonna clear this out.
Where did I put him?
Where did you put Grayson?
Grayson, where'd you go?
You know where he's at.
Where'd you go, buddy?
You know where he is.
I know exactly where he is. What he wants to be.
Just hold on. Oh,
There he is.
he's just like over here.
Hey. Kinky boots.
Kinky boots. Alright, let me pull up my reference. And I'm going to start on a bard.
Get that bard.
I'm going to get that bard. Alright, girl, where you at?
Let me remember how to
Alright.
draw Grayson. It's been so long since I've drawn his like younger self.
It's funny because like the other,
quiet.
I know. I was thinking, I was like, wait, I remember like specifically we were like having talks of like, you don't draw enough older Grayson.
I know, and now that's all I draw now.
Actually, wait, hold on. I'm trying to get a pose solidified.
Hold up the canvas. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Nope. Incorrect. There we go. No. Heck.
Let's see.
Sweeney Todd Grayson.
Sweeney Todd Grayson.
Have you ever seen the stage version of Sweeney Todd?
I have not, but I have heard there's a splash zone.
I love that. I've only seen the movie.
I've only seen the movie too, yeah.
And I feel like that's not doing it justice, because apparently like they cut a lot of cool stuff from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find a
You know what?
bootleg
Can I get a canvas expandvus on this side?
Yes. Sounds like something Addie would say. Expandus.
Expandvus.
Where do you need to go? To the right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hold on. Don't draw anything.
Oh.
Okay.
Our sins have been revealed.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisies.
Whoopsie daisy. There it goes.
Alley oopsie.
Oh, alley oopsie. Oh. There, check. Oh. There we go.
I never make his face right. Ah!
No, Grayson. He looks so done. Now he just looks sadistic.
Good. I'll fix this.
Whoops. Hands are a thing.
So,
Yes.
I just came over here. So
we're just making mittens.
I'm drawing a bard right now.
Mm.
Can you guess?
Um,
Yeah. My god, girl, you're taking up so much space.
You?
Say what?
You're the one who's drawing it.
I know. Look, bards, they gotta have stage presence, alright? So, I love this bard very much because she was a part of the original Horde of the Dragon Queen campaign that I DM'd for some friends. And she
Nice.
was absolutely fantastic in every regards, and was definitely the character that would have me, the DM, go, okay, wait, I need to plan for you. Because there were points,
chaos.
Absolute chaos, yes. So there were points where I know Grayson didn't come in at this point, but there was like a point in Horde of the Dragon Queen where the party would have to sneak into a camp that's run entirely by cultists from the Cult of the Dragon. So they had to try to infiltrate to save people that were being kidnapped. And which the second time around when I was doing it for the Divine and Conquer stream, it worked out in the sense of they all got taken to the camp anyway because they were taken as prisoner by the cult. So hey, you guys ended up there. And but for the first time around, they didn't get captured, and they ended up scaring the blue dragon off. And from that point, the governor didn't die, so that was a thing. The town leadership did not die, and they kind of traveled. They got wind that people were being captured and were being held against their will by the cult. So they traveled to go find the camp. They found it in kind of like this like pocket canyon. Like there was only one way in, one way out, and so they devised a plan. And I always give reference to this plan. So it was, and of course it happens when the worst plans are always devised when the DM says, hey, I'm going to take 5 minutes on a bathroom break. And then I go, and then I come back, and they go, no, go back to the bathroom, we're planning. And we're like, what are you doing?
What do you mean you're planning?
What are you doing? Anyway, so what ended up happening was they devised this plan, and the plan was as followed. They split up as a party. Some people managed to climb up onto the plateaus of the canyon, and they kind of circled around, and the other half set a wagon on fire and sent it careening into the camp to get the cult's attention.
Great.
Which it did. And, in all fairness, this was actually very smart. I very much commend it. So our bard, she was kind of like a traveling nomad, this bard that I'm drawing here. She was kind of like a traveling kind of like nomad. And so she had like a lot of stuff with her that she would carry and like use, like, in a way, I feel like her and Addie would kind of vibe in that respect.
Nice.
Where she just kind of like travels and like self-sustains herself. And why are you licking my arm? You're weird.
Very stranger of your cat.
I know, he's very, very...
Start licking someone's arm.
He, like, literally climbed down from, like, the third story of his cat tree to, like, sit next to me and start licking my arm. And I'm like, why?
Tasty.
Tasty. I probably still have powdered sugar on me. I have not washed up from my work shift yet. I just came home and I took a nap. Mood. But anyway, so she has like a bunch of stuff with her, and one of those things was a kind of like a crocheted hammock. And so she unraveled it, and she used it to braid a rope, and used that rope to scale down the wall into the camp unseen.
Great.
So that was absolutely fantastic of her. Let's see. Trying to think of other. What were some other feats that Alina had done during the campaign? I don't get an answer. Sydney, you're here. You recount to me. I know one of them being that Alina was the one that actually killed Rezmir in this campaign. And she did it through a vicious mockery.
Excellent.
She essentially, damage was maxed on it as much as you could with a vicious mock, and she did not have that much health left to begin with. So damage was maxed. The killing blow. Also, she was like severely damaged by a special magic item that I made for this bard, because she had alluded to wanting a specific kind of item, but it was just kind of like she wanted it for the pure chaos. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a little fun here, and I'm going to make it an actual magic item. And that is the Jar of Bees.
Nice.
And so I kind of like took some stuff that was like homebrewed online, and I kind of like fit it together. And so it's like a jar of bees, and what you can do is it's a magic jar of bees. So the bees are magic. They're not harmed on the inside. You can shake it to anger the swarm, and then throw it like a grenade, and then it like releases an actual swarm of insects that I use the stats for. Or you can just like gently uncap it, and you can pour it out, and it has honey on the inside that you can use to eat. And there's like only so many uses a day or something. Like, well, it was only like a one-time use if you like throw the jar to break it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
that was. So yeah, she had thrown a jar of bees at this at the big bad of Horde of the Dragon Queen, essentially one of the big bads. I cannot remember, and she had so many great moments though. Oh yeah, she she rolled really high on a charisma check to flirt with a guard and talk him into giving her a tour of one of the dungeons.
Nice.
And that's where I guess like the inside joke of the group was +2 for boobs, because that's what she used to charm him.
Great.
Okay, as I'm looking through my outfit reference to make sure I am drawing it correctly. Reference is always important. There we are. I'm gonna zoom out and check on Grayson. Oh, look at him. At last his hand is complete.
My hand is complete.
I think I have the gist of it for the most
I
part.
think I made this for last Halloween.
You did, I remember.
Yeah. Man, what am I gonna do this year? Oh, I should make Addie into like a Frankenstein or something.
Oh, that'd be cute.
That'd be super cute.
Oh man, I need to.
Or Alistair. Alistair would be super cute as a Frankenstein too.
Oh, he'd be so precious. West is a wolf boy.
Oh, perfect.
You can just Alistair as the scarecrow.
Oh, he was Raggedy Andy last time.
Oh yeah.
I've also drawn him as Rocky from Rocky Horror, and I've drawn Grayson's father as Brad.
You have, yeah. That's correct.
That's a thing that happened. None of those have seen the light of day.
Wasn't Shayslin's father Rocky?
Oh,
if I recall.
I think he was.
Because
yeah,
I remember
Rocky.
Zevris was excuse me. No. Zevris was Rocky. Karzis was was Frankenfurter. I had the names completely mixed up in my head.
You're right. That is correct. Grayson sees the picture. Oh my god.
He's like, oh my god. Oh, I love Alina. She's fantastic. And I think she was... I can't remember what college she was, but I know for a fact that if Alina decides to make her return to D&D, she would probably pick College of Eloquence, because I was talking about it with her, with her player. I was like, hey, they made a bard subclass just for you.
I know my old DM messaged me and was like, hey, this is Jean T. I was like, great. I hope I never see him again. I feel like that's a very Phoebus class.
College of Eloquence? I thought about it, but then I was like, considering that his own personal journey he wants to take, I decided with College of Whispers. Because it seemed more in line with what he wanted to do with his life.
Mm-hmm.
Which he's having a moment about. He's actually a little sad.
Aww.
Because essentially in the Thursday game where I play Phoebus, it was confessed that Dis wrote the letter for Phoebus because he wanted to throw the kid a bone to have him start his own adventure. And everyone was talking about, well, at least it was an easy one, right? And Phoebus was just like so disappointed because it's just like, I thought you believed in me. Why would you just give me something easy to do just to make me feel better? It makes me feel like you don't believe in me as an actual person.
did this behind Grayson's back.
He did. He just did do this behind Grayson's back. Grayson was very mad about it.
Yeah.
And also, I have a video to show you later. But essentially, like, I had Phoebus do something like from an actual like TikTok that Tabitha has shown me before.
Oh no.
Because she's like, I think Phoebus would do this, and I'm like, you're absolutely correct. He would do this in stressful situations. And that's he would just like start playing his instrument, like when people are yelling, just like in the background, just making music.
Doot doot.
Do 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 do. This little wheel. And like I know for a fact that like me, the player, I know that Dis had good intentions, more or less, for his son. But like Phoebus is just being an angsty teen right now.
Can't imagine how he gets that dramatic side of himself.
I mean, he's 16.
That too.
He's 16. He's gonna have some fits. He's not fully developed in the brain.
He's 16 and he's rich.
He's 16 and he's rich. Of course he's gonna have tantrums. Oh yeah, another fun thing about Alina, because I was just thinking about it. I wrote an entire one-shot based around her wedding, because she ended up romancing one of the NPCs from the story, and now he's her husband. And they have a tavern in El Turel, and they also have a pet guard drake that they rescued from the cult. And his name is Luther. And he's the cutest puppy. Alright. Reading through chat real quick. Hey, Rosette's here! I'm excited. We gotta draw Faerun next. Let's see. I had a bard named Lesterin who accidentally volunteered to be a blood sacrifice to a cult. He wanted to
accidentally do that.
I love how that's an accident. I love how that accidentally happened. He wanted to be a part to help the party infiltrate it, and people were being invited to join, quotations. He got an invite and showed up only to start getting sacrificed. Oh no.
Whoopsies.
Whoopsies. Accidentally joined a cult. Let's see, Shortbeard saying, yeah, Dis was just trying to be a dad and support his son in his endeavors, and it's very much appreciated. It's so cute that he's trying to support his son. And then, Rosette, oh my god, wait, is that the TikTok of the guy playing the SpongeBob tune? Is his brothers being yelled at by their mom? Yes, it absolutely is. That's the exact TikTok.
I like how Rosette just was like, yep, know it.
There's like, another one, yep. That is exactly the TikTok. Yes, absolutely. Phoebus I gave Phoebus that quirk. He plays his instrument when he's stressed. He also rambles when he's like nervous.
It's like spice up your panic attack with a harmonica.
Spice up your panic attacks with a harmonica. Honestly, I'm surprised that like, well, I mean, we didn't have a lot of source material at the time when I started DMing this game for my players. But I feel like Alina would benefit from taking a level in Swashbuckler. Just because I know her player loves pirates. But I know she's multi-classed into rogue. Not rogue, excuse me, ranger. God, my brain tonight. Okay. Alright, I was looking at preference. That's why I was on my phone. My gosh. I'm just scatterbrained tonight.
Those nights.
Yeah, it's one of those nights, yeah. I'm just making sure that I have everything correct.
Rounding back to musicals.
Yes.
One of my first musicals was also Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh yeah, I recently watched that one.
Where it's very bizarre.
That was certainly an experience. I've never seen it as a kid. And so being introduced to it as an adult, I'm like, there are a lot of things happening here.
Yes, it's very, very bizarre. But like, as a kid, I feel like you don't question that kind of stuff.
Right, yeah.
So you're just like, okay, that's how the world is.
I think what makes me mad is that, like, I said that I've never seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and everyone's immediate response is, the child catcher is Stranger, and I was like, I'm so mad you're making this assumption. And then I watched the movie, and I'm like, I'm so mad that you're correct.
How dare you?
How dare you make such a bold claim and be absolutely correct in every regards?
God, he's so creepy.
He really is. Okay.
Shane says, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a series of things just happening.
And
Correct.
I'm surprised it's taken me that long to see it.
I liked it a lot.
I
Like, as a kid...
I love Dick Van Dyke.
I do too. He's the best.
Oh, absolutely.
He's fun. He's a fun guy. But, like, a lot of people don't like that movie for some reason. Just
Really?
because of how, like, off the wall it is. And I'm like, it's a kid's movie.
I know,
Like, you
it's...
don't... Like, as a kid, you don't question things. They're just like, oh, that's just how it is. Which I feel like that logic applies to kids with a lot of, you know, super complicated topics.
Yeah. They just
Like,
they
if
just
you
accept
tell
it and
them,
move on.
hey, this is a thing that exists, and they'll be like, okay, and then be done with it. Like,
Yeah.
are you talking to your children about blah, blah, blah? Or like, this, you can't show this to my kid, or they'll be like corrupt or whatever. Most of the time, if you just be like, hey, this is a thing, they'll be like, oh, okay. And then it's the end of the story. I'm like, was that difficult, really?
It really wasn't that difficult, no.
Yeah.
All right.
See,
Figuring
look,
out how to
they're
draw
fine.
hands is always fun. Remember how I was having like a whole conniption trying to draw West's hand for the first image of the night?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me right now. I'm like, how the hell do I draw hands holding stuff?
Mittens. Hide their hands.
Hide the hands, correct.
Very large gloves.
Okay. Put a little tag on it. I'm very sad that I won't get to see this costume at Renfest, because I know Sydney's been working so hard on it.
Everything's canceled.
Everything's canceled, and the world sucks. The musical.
COVID, the musical. That sounds like Book of Mormon level greatness.
Oh my god, I love the Book of Mormon. It's like one of my favorite ones to sing.
I never have to see it live.
I'll just be in the car and just like be jamming to it. I very much use the what is it? I use like the Turn It Off song a lot for Sacred World. Especially with West handling things. So just push it deep, deep down and turn it off. Like a light switch.
I've never seen it, actually. I know the songs and like
I've seen
stuff, I've never seen it.
The most I've seen of it is like when people would like do like a quick skit for like the Tony Awards or something. That's as much as I've seen of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She's got kind of a golden peach complexion. It's pretty close. That's about right. Make sure I'm on the correct layer. Are you on the correct layer?
Yes.
Okay.
If I wasn't, this wouldn't be working.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Another good musical that I love with all my heart and soul.
You want to talk about Rent?
I was thinking about Rent, and I was just like, it's weird because I actually really enjoyed Rent.
Yeah.
Like, but everyone hates it. But also, I understand why.
That's fair.
It's still got catchy songs.
It's really got catchy songs. Yeah. No, I think I like it's so funny because I've like revisiting Rent at two different points in my life. The first one being first time I saw it was in high school, obviously. So I saw the movie and I'm like, oh my god, this is like the greatest thing ever. Yeah, I love this. I love these characters. And then like I'm revisiting it as like, you know, I'm revisiting it as a almost 30-year-old adult at one point, and I'm just like, guys,
babies.
I'm like, guys, why the fuck are you sacrificing for your art? Don't do that. That's very toxic. Don't stop it. Go get a job. Be like Benny. Benny was smart.
Right. Be better than the villain.
Be better. Come on. It's okay to have a job to support yourself while you're also supporting your hobby. It's not terrible. You're not killing yourself. You're not sacrificing yourself to the man. It's okay.
You're a sellout.
You're not selling out. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You're not selling out. It's all right.
It's kind of like when you go back and you watch like Disney princess movies and you start siding with the parents.
Oh, right. No, it's like, I'm 16 and like, you're a child.
Well, like Little Mermaid. That's essentially what Phoebus is going through, I feel.
That's exactly. Yeah.
I want to go on an adventure.
That's what I'm doing. I'm literally having Phoebus have a Little Mermaid moment because he's just like, it's fun playing back in that mentality of, you know, you're a teenager and you're thinking you have a handle on everything at this point. You're like, I am an adult. I know how to handle myself. Stop babying me. I am not a baby. But then he gets like a little, he gets a little bit of baby and he's like, yes, please, thank you.
Yes.
I want my chocolate milk, please. It's like that feeling of like, especially now in the game because he's been out adventuring and now he's returned home, and it's just like kind of like putting himself back in that environment of like being a spoiled little kid, and he's trying to not show it because it's just like, you know, that feeling of being away from home for a long time, and you're just like, I want my blankie and I want my chalky milk and I want to go take a nap while Dad rubs my back. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, that's 100% how Grace will be like, yes.
My baby is back. And it's so cute because he refers to Phoebus constantly as his baby boy, and I'm like, yes.
It's his little star, which I think is funny that he's a bard.
His little star, aw.
Yep.
That's so precious. Oh crap, I forgot what color.
Shane, if you're watching, if you want to break Phoebus, have Grayson call him his little star.
Way to break him. Oh no. Sydney, if you're still there, what color were Alina's eyes? Because I forgot. So I was like, oh wait, I don't think I have her eye color. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Whoops-a-daisy. I'll have to add her rouge in a hot minute. Also, is she a gold or silver person when it comes to jewelry? It's very important to know.
What are you?
What?
If you had to pick.
Gold or silver?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm absolutely silver.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I can't do gold. It just doesn't work for me.
Samesies.
Let's see.
Where's that airbrush?
Like a honey color. Gold. Ooh. So her eyes are like honey, and she also wears gold. I love it. Girl knows how to accessorize.
Correct color. Redo.
Okay. Boop, boop. Actually, let me go on line layer and just... There we go. Her eyes are like honey. Boop, boop, boop. So what were we talking about before the unbearable silence?
A rent.
Rent, that's right. I still have La Vie Boheme stuck like memorized in my head.
Oh, same. If I hear it, I'm like, oh, yep.
That's the song. Yep, gonna vibe to it. Gonna just break out into song randomly.
It's a good song. I'm sorry.
It's a really good song. I agree.
I taught myself how to play the opening song on the piano.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know how to play music, but I just kind of like mimicked what they were doing because I'm a visual learner like that.
Hey, that's sometimes how people learn.
I was able to play it. I'm like, heck yeah. I don't know how to do it anymore, but
oh,
I know.
I mean, if given an opportunity, would you try it again? Like if you had a piano in front of you?
I do not have a working piano currently. We smashed.
Yeah, no, you smashed it.
Yeah, we smashed the crap out of it. It was awesome. I think it's interesting that like, because I've been watching like a bunch of like reviews and stuff on musicals that had turned like movies,
Mm-hmm.
and Rent was one of them where they're like, what happened?
What happened to
I
Rent?
guess. And one of the people was like, hey, this is like the one time where you know, the Broadway cast was actually in the movie.
Yeah.
But they like switched places, like two of them did, and it's just weird. And,
Oh wow. I did
like,
not know that.
Yeah, the guy who plays the like the musician
Mm-hmm.
was actually in the stage play played the main guy with the camera.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Those two characters were actually switched.
I wonder if that was like a conscious choice by them that they wanted to do that.
I don't know, because I can't imagine like that the lead in the movie being the soulful rocker dude. He's
can't
so
either.
nerdy.
I know, right? You did a really good job.
Huh?
he did a really good job, so I'm like, I can't imagine that.
I know, it's weird. They're like, this is the one time they actually had like people who have musical talent be in the movie, like from the Broadway thing, and they screwed it up somehow. I'm like, whatever.
Oh, all right. I didn't think it was a screw up, but
I
all
don't
right.
know. I like, these are by people who like do theater and stuff, like that's their livelihood, so I have no comment on it because I know nothing. If it's got a fun beat to it, I'm into it. So
Right, yeah.
a lot of the stuff they say that they hate, I actually kind of like, so I'm just like, okay.
It's like I am not a musical savant, and I unfortunately don't know when things are bad unless somebody's like singing on a really bad note, and I'll go, oh man, I can actually pick that up.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not. Unfortunately, I was not given the opportunity to go into music like my siblings were. I was told to immediately go into art. So, like there was like the whole like when you're in middle school and they give you the option of, okay, do you want to do band? Do you want to do orchestra? Or do you want to do like art? Or do you want to do a weird rotation class where you do like 6 weeks each of like art, choir, and theater. And so I was put in that. Yeah, that's what I did because I was I was insistent on, I didn't want to solely do art because I was like, I want to try something else. And they're like, no, we think you're going to be an artist. Like, that's what I was told.
Oh, God.
Like, we think you're better at art, so we think you should go in the art class. And I'm just like, you don't know that. I'm literally, like, only doodling in, like, it's like, what? I'm 11 years old, and so I have, like, an attention span problem where I'm just, like, constantly doodling on my papers. Gee, I wonder if they're going to be an artist. I don't know, man. Let me explore other avenues. No.
When I was in like middle school and like early high school, I definitely thought I was going to be like into the writing thing. Like
writing,
hardcore.
I discovered by accident.
I like, it's something I really, really, really like to do. I used to write stories all the time. I don't remember any of them. And like, I would get like awards and stuff. Like I had like a bunch of like the medals for like, when you send in that writing portfolio during school. Do you remember having to do that ever?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I would get.
Not too brown.
Oh yeah, I would get like awards and like stuff for that and like medals and stuff, but it never went anywhere.
Damn.
I know.
I completely discovered writing by accident.
How did you do it?
It started, like, I think I talked about it before, but, like, literally I was sitting in a history class, and I was bored out of my mind, and, like, I was, like, being instructed to not draw in class at all. Like, don't you do it. Like, the teachers would actually be watching me. Like, my mom would actually, like, email and talk to the teachers and be like, make sure that they don't draw in class, because that's what they're doing. Like, she straight up rat me out to the teachers.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, because, like, my grades were reflecting pretty poorly because I wasn't paying attention in class, and lo and behold, it's probably because of ADHD, but who fucking knows at this point. It was some kind of, like, I don't want to say learning disability, but it was certainly something with the brain that was happening that my parents didn't want to take time to learn. So with that, I just kind of, like, started, like, writing notes back and forth with a friend in class. And so, like, it kind of, like, started to turn into, like, a small, like handwritten role play. Like, we were, like, just going back and forth, like, just, like, randomly, like, making up characters. And then those characters just started like interacting, and then we were starting to build a world slowly, and then lo and behold, 15 god dang years later, I'm still writing it. So literally, like the whole thing started because I started like passing notes with a friend in class, and so that's how I learned writing. And I was like, wait, this is actually fun. And then I started like reading more books, and I was like reading like Redwall, and like I read Aragon a lot. I was obsessed
think
with Aragon.
one of the first things I remember writing was actually a Redwall inspired like animal.
That's
thing.
so cool.
I don't remember what it was about.
I never read Warriors either, which is really funny. Because they usually it's like assumed that people that read Redwall also read Warriors. I did not read Warriors.
I don't even know what that is.
It's literally about cats. It's a speaking of cats. It's literally a fantasy novel about like cats, but like not they're just regular cats. They're not anthropomorphized, whatever. They're not furries, is what I'm saying. They're just regular cats, and it's like some kind of like intricate society based around fantasy cats or something. I don't know. I never read it. I still haven't read it. I barely know what it is. My base knowledge of it comes from like people occasionally tweeting about it on Twitter. That's all I know.
Interesting.
I know, it's very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna kind of half-ass a gold pattern here, but I'm gonna try my best. It's a very detailed pattern.
Man, I literally can't remember a single thing that I wrote.
There was a point where I started writing fanfic, so that probably also contributed to my writing.
I don't think I did any fanfics because I like again, I feel like the fanfic world was like super into like animes and stuff like that, and I just wasn't a part of that growing up.
Yeah, that's where I started fanfic. I read like Inuyasha fanfic, and I read Kingdom Hearts fanfic, and then I discovered and then like it's funny, like I watched Naruto and like I was like really into it, but I didn't actually read any Naruto fan fiction. I just wrote my own, and I only wrote like self-shipping, so it's all I did. I was like, I only know there's only one character I care about, and therefore I'm gonna write an entire fanfic about him. Okay, thanks, bye.
I wasn't that zesty as a teen.
It was the zestiest I got was like my character just like wanted to hold this guy's hand, and she's like, he's so cute. Oh my god. I need to. I remember like I just remember the terms lemons. Lemons.
That's all I remember.
I remember lemons.
Fanfic lemon, and I'm like, oh no.
Lemons. I remember those.
Is that term still used?
No, it's not.
Gosh, we're showing our age.
I don't think it's used anymore. It's all I don't know. I don't venture onto archive a lot anymore.
I'm gonna actually Google fanfic lemon and see if anything pops up.
Oh my god. I think like maybe people our age label them as lemons, but like I don't know if that's the case because I don't venture onto archive a lot.
The first thing that popped up was Naruto lemon fanfic. I was like,
knew it.
The first thing it says lemon stories at Wattpad. Read hot and popular stories about lemons.
About lemons. Oh man.
That's what it says. And then it says fanfiction, limes, romance, harem requests,
I remember
creepypasta.
Oh my. All right, let me see if I can get these colors down.
People still use no. I was gonna say people still use lemons, and then I looked at the date. This was posted. It was 2008.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not used anymore. Oh, I remember seeing a post on like either Twitter or Tumblr where somebody was just like, "Man, imagine like still calling this lemons or something." And I'm like, people don't do that anymore.
I need to send you this BuzzFeed article.
Yes, please.
Please
send it to me.
Hold on, I'm sending it to you. Hold on.
Okay.
Because we need to read this later.
Oh no, we don't want to do a live reading or no?
No.
Okay, it's that kind. Got you. I was like, I see. It's that kind of article.
29 ridiculous things that happen in every single lemon fanfic.
Oh, too zesty. Can't read that out loud.
Can't read it out loud. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that later.
Oh man.
I just read the first one. I'm like, huh?
We need to schedule like just a hangout and voice chat day with the Alistair Discord so we can read stuff like this with them.
Yes. Oh, because we're gonna do what the Game Grumps did and do like Sonic.
Do dramatic fanfic reads. Oh, I absolutely will.
I think we'll know we've made it if Alistair ever gets like
a fanfic.
Fanfics.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
we'll
mentally prepared for that. I'm not mentally prepared for that. I don't know if I'll ever be mentally prepared for it.
Oh Lord. We won't be.
I won't be. Like, he'll be like, there's an Alistair fanfic, and I'll be like, you're lying to me.
No.
No, there's
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
It's illegal.
It's illegal. I mean, yeah, whatever. They can do what they want. I'll just be like in denial, thinking there's no way that somebody actually wrote this. Huh. Man.
That's when we'll know.
That's when we'll know we've made it. When we get fanfic. I will die.
Do you want? We should like schedule like a fanfic day on the Alistair Discord.
Dude, yes. Oh, dude, just dramatic like readings of fanfic.
Yeah. We'll have to talk with the bros on that one.
Oh, for sure.
Because Shane says I will only allow my fan fiction to be read if I can read it myself. So
yeah,
that's
I'm down for it.
Penciled in.
Penciled
and then
right in.
Jesus says I will totally read for a Sonic fanfic.
Let's do it. We're doing Sonic fanfics? Is that what we're doing?
We're just doing fanfics in general.
Okay. So let's pencil in a Sonic fanfic. Let's pencil in Shane's fanfic.
Rosette says, if anyone ever wrote fanfic about Faerun, I would hide under my bed.
That would be me with West. I'll be like, what are you doing? What? My boy. Oh, man. If anything zesty was ever written about West, I'll just be like, what? Which, I mean, hey, if that's what makes somebody happy, I'm not gonna stop them. But, like...
I think it was slightly attempted in the high school AU, like barely. But we're just like, nope.
Back out. Backspace. Never happened.
Reverse.
I love this girl. She's so colorful.
So there's a thing that happens at Gen Con every year, and it's called the Super Hentai Party 3000.
Oh my.
Have I told you about this?
You might have. I just probably forgot. Or I blocked it.
So it's a
you know how I get with Zest.
obviously it's an adult only event that happens.
Oh, so I'm not allowed. Okay.
It's actually it's sponsored by Bad Dragon.
Oh no, I think you did tell me about this.
Yeah. So it's sponsored by Bad Dragon. They actually give out prizes and stuff from Bad Dragon. So hey.
you have told me about this, yes.
Yeah, we watched it, and you basically, they give you a hentai scene.
Oh.
Like they take out all the audio, and they give you a hentai scene. They pick people from the audience to go into groups. Hold on.
Oh my.
And they give you a hentai scene, and you have to dub over it.
Oh my god.
Live in front of everyone, and like whoever, like you compete against each other to like win stuff.
I would be so embarrassed.
Oh my.
I would be so embarrassed.
You have no idea.
I cannot do things like that.
Like if you ever feel inclined, you can actually go onto like YouTube and like find recordings of people doing it, and some of them are very good.
Look at that little leggy boy.
It's
Tabitha came out and showed me some art. Oh, he looks so cute. What's he doing? Why is he being a little bastard? What? Oh my god!
I need to see.
Lynn has requested to see it. Tabitha's drawing Zest right now.
Wait, what?
Lynn is requesting to see it.
Okay, I'll send it.
Thank you.
Lynn says thank you.
Hey, also, we have a Zesty tier. Do you want
Hey
to
guys, we have a Zesty tier. It's one of our highest tiers on our Patreon, where you get all the exclusives of the Patreon tiers. Plus, you get added Zest. That you will not be seen once a month. You will get Zest that will not be seen anywhere else. And obviously, as the comic continues, the Zest is probably going to increase at some point.
Yeah.
Yes, very much. Alright, let me make this...
I like how we've gone from lemons in fanfic to zest. So it's lemon zest now.
Yes. I very much enjoy my zest. I like calling it zest. It's great.
Oh, hey.
People look at me weird when I use that in public. They're like, what? What do you mean? And I'm like, it's zesty. It's just zesty.
Look at them feet.
I just realized that was because Tab sent you the picture.
What happened?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Wait, what happened?
I just heard Lynn out of nowhere just go, look at them feet. And I'm like, what? Lynn, what kind of zest are you looking at?
Nothing. So yes, join the OnlyFans group on Patreon.
Hey, we did it first. we did announced our OnlyFans first.
Pretty much.
Got little bees in here.
Bees. Little bumblebees.
Little bumblebees.
That's so cute. Are there holes on top of there so the bees can breathe? Or are they magic? They're magic bees.
They're magic bees. There we go.
They're magic bees. It's fine. Nice. Let me save this real fast.
All right, let me delete her sketch layer.
Sketch layer.
She is. I gotta put a little shine in her hair. So I like to do that.
You do shines. I just do stupid heavy highlights.
That's
my brand.
I like doing hair shines. They're fun. Gives a nice luster. Oh, Grayson, he looks so good. Yes, so this is Alina, the half-elf bard.
Oh my god, it's already like almost time.
Almost, damn. All right, what are we drawing next?
I don't know. What do you think?
Chat, what do you want us to draw for our end of the night?
The end of the night.
The end of the night. Oh my god, I just
Creature
saw the
of
link
the
you sent
night.
me.
Read the first thing that they say.
I will not. I absolutely will not. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and post this piece on there, on the Discord. Boop.
Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna have to inspect that later.
Oh yeah.
It's really funny. It's really funny. Ugh. Hold on 1 second.
We have redeemed a righteous. Let's see. I'm reading chat right now. I actually follow an artist on Twitter who has an OC married to Shadow the Hedgehog. The art is super cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh my god. So we're being requested to draw Dis as the wolf from Into the Woods. And so, with that, I have to think, do we want to... I've only ever seen the movie. I've never actually seen the actual stage production. So do I draw Dis in the costume from the movie, or do I grab the one that's like from the actual stage production? I leave that entirely up to chat. Also, is there anything else that for us to draw tonight besides just Dis as the wolf? Or are we just gonna solely focus on that? Broadway is much better. All right, I will take that as reference then. I will grab the wolf.
Into the Woods.
Into the Woods.
I feel like that I'm the only person in existence that really didn't like Into the Woods.
It was. I mean, I only saw the movie, so it's all right.
I saw like the recorded stage play of it.
Uh huh.
And like everyone was like, "Oh my god, Into the Woods is so good!" Like everyone was talking about it. Like everyone who I know that likes like for plays and Broadway and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm not into it.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to grab. Oh my. I keep finding like this one of like the wolf like in a leather jacket.
I'm alright with that.
Oh my god, there's one. There's like an art that I've seen just now that
It's
has.
Disgrace but Beauty and the Beast.
Oh my god.
Who's in the dress? Grayson is. Oh yeah. Jesus said, "Beauty and the Beast, but Grayson's the Beast, and this is Belle."
Just saying.
Just saying.
Okay, fine. Let's do that. I also want to draw just as the wolf too. I can do that off to the side as well. But for sure, let's get a pose going for for that.
I need that in my life.
Okay.
Do you want to combo it? So
Yeah.
You'll sketch outline. Okay, we'll do
Wombo
it
combo.
together.
All right, let me pull
Wombo
up.
combo.
I'm gonna look up a pose real quick.
I love how Jesus didn't know that Disgrace was their ship name.
That was like my favorite discovery of the night. How did we even put that together? How did we do that?
By accident, I think.
Oh yeah, it was totally by accident. All right, I'm trying to like.
Oh no, it was because we were like, man, what would it be like if they fused together? It was
Oh
in
my
high
god,
school, you remember?
Disgrace.
And we're like, yeah, like what would their fused name be? And like Disgrace. I'm like, oh my god, because that's what we referred to as Xavier for a long time.
That's right.
Disgrace. Yeah, we referred to Xavier as Disgrace for a very long time until we came up with the name. And for
putting this in this damn dress.
He's just hulking out of it. I have a request. I have a request.
Yes.
Can we have like here? Let me draw it real fast.
You do that.
So, like,
yes.
So like, you got like Dis up here, and he's all like angry and stuff.
Angie. Yes.
Eh.
Yes.
So like he's in the dress. But can it be like too far down? So it's
it just goes up to his waist and stops.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. Beautiful. All right, let me erase this real quick. Oh, this is gonna be a treat.
Speaking of musical things and things, Xavier's name comes from Fiddler on the Roof.
That's right.
Instead of Tevye, it's
Xavier. Yes. All right. I'm trying to find like a. I'm trying to find like a still from the movie to use. And I'm like.
Perfect.
Okay.
Find that still where like he like puts his hand on her waist.
On her way.
You know what I'm talking about? Like where they're just about to dance and she like puts his hand on her waist or something.
Yes.
Perfect. Grayson will look fantastic in that Beast of Fire, though.
He really will. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. He for sure will. I have like the. Okay, I'm looking through it. There's like a still where they're like at the top of the stairs, like about to like he's offering her his arm, like as they're about to descend. There's
Cute.
obviously the dance one, where they're dancing in the ballroom.
I like the top of the stairs one. You can just do like waist up, I guess. Like or like thighs up. Thighs up.
Oh no. All right, let me. Okay. It's gonna be so great. Oh my god. Okay, let me. Yeah, split that down the middle. Wait, no.
Great.
Hold on. Yeah, there. Give the scene a little bit more room. Let's
Bye,
go.
Rosette.
Let's get. Oh, good night, Rosette. Have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna put some ambiance happening over here. Well, first I should probably
Nice.
stage the actual pose. Oh my god. The hard part of this is like flipping the sizes for me.
Oh.
The hard part's definitely gonna be flipping the size. All right, maybe make it a little bit bigger so you can see more detail. God dang. Too far.
I actually saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway too.
I did not. I've only ever seen the movie. The singular movie.
Like the cartoon?
The
or
only
like the remake?
the only movie that exists, yes.
Got
well,
you.
okay. Well, to me, there's actually a fantastic live action version that's in French that I need to watch.
Oh, La Belle et la Bête.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like in the original, like book, I guess, or like the fairy tale, like the French fairy tale or something, like it was swapped to where like the beauty was like just a huge bitch, and the beast was like super kind and nice, and that was like the play on words.
Oh, nice. I love that.
The Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, and they obviously threw that out the window. But
well, because you gotta
yeah.
have a responsible role model for children. Here, maybe we can like expand like just a little bit that way so that I can get a little bit more of the skirt in.
You need to go to the left?
Yes.
Expand to the left? Okay.
Expand to the left. If you don't mind.
Whoopsies. Hold on. Expand this.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
That's fine. It just startled me. It's like I'm supposed to expect it, but then I just... This is so great. I love this.
That's the titties.
They're just there.
Bam.
The dress just didn't go up all the way, so it's okay.
He fit it the best he could.
He tried his best. He's like, you got me this fucking dress and it doesn't fucking fit. Like, really?
And Grayson's like, it fits great.
It's like, no, I sized it perfectly.
This is exactly how it's supposed to fit.
This Dis looking all pissed off, like, really? Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
This is fucking art. This is what we do. This is it. This is the dream. So you can take whatever stupid image you want and just make it a fucking reality. Whatever stupid image is in your head at the time, you just fucking run with it.
We pay ourselves to make our own fanfic.
Basically. We're feeding ourselves here, thank you. Hold on. Is he gonna do like the cute little like... Yeah, I want to do like the cute little ponytail.
Oh my god.
There we go. His hair's all nice and done. He's got like the cute
Jesus,
little...
I'm so sorry what we did to your rough, gruff pirate. I'm so sorry.
This is what happens when you give us freedom to do what we want.
We asked.
We did. You said yes, so, you know.
Whose fault is it really?
Okay, let me make sure I got the pleats on the dress. Such a complicated dress. Yeah, it's got all the burns on his arm. Boop, 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 boop.
Ah, ships.
Titties.
Could sail a ship through them. That crevice.
Yep. Grayson knows this. Grayson's just like... I can't even imagine what Grayson's expression would be for this.
Delighted.
Smarmy, that's for sure. Just like, yes, this is what I wanted.
Give him a little blush.
Aww.
A little, like... That jawline cuts glass.
Yeah, yeah. If he's not a little bit scared, is he even like, you know?
Fair.
If he's not a little bit frightened of him at all times, I mean, then what's the point? It's like this man could crush me. Yes. Alright, this is like literally almost similar to what Grayson's already wearing, which I find funny.
He's a noble, what do you expect?
Yeah. It's a little fancy cravat, or however the fuck you say it.
Cravat.
Cravat. Listen, I don't know how to say words and you know this.
And I will always make fun of you for it.
Thanks.
Hey, as long as you make fun of me for being short, we're even.
Hey, I said components right the other night.
I know. He looks terrified.
I mean, I would be too. This is like looking at him like, I will fucking crush you.
This is so funny.
God. They have kids in a campaign.
Yeah. Yeah,
Unbelievable. Somehow. Blood magic. Oh, goodness.
You know, the people never believe Grayson when he says they had kids through a ritual. Magic ritual. I mean,
It was magical.
think about it.
It was for sure magical.
First, you have your verbal incantation, your
Oh,
sweet talking,
my
and
God.
then you've got a couple somatic gestures, which I won't go into detail, and eventually
Oh my God. Okay, there you go. Have fun.
and then you'll get your material components, and then you either have kids or you have a great time.
Yes.
It happens. Okay.
Yes.
What's going on over on this side here?
I'm gonna draw Dis as the wolf because that was requested.
Oh, yes, okay. Just like I'm fucking gonna murder you. If I wasn't in this dress.
Oh yeah, I forgot. As I'm looking at chat right now, Shortbeard mentioning I have watched a bit of the Beauty and the Beast TV show with Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton. It was really good. I remember that show.
Way back when.
Way back in the day. Okay, let me get to work on this wolf. Which I think is just going to be Dis wearing a leather jacket and only a leather jacket.
So is AU persona.
Yes.
Excellent.
So what do we think of as we keep on topic and just to keep conversation flowing? So what do we think of what do we think of like movie renditions of stage plays? Like, do you think they help enhance it, or do you think it just doesn't quite like capture what initially the stage play is doing?
Things you can't do, or like it doesn't translate well.
Yeah.
I think it helps get like it out to the general public.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it gets like I didn't learn about Phantom of the Opera until I saw the movie, and so I looked into the actual stage play. I actually saw the stage play in production, like on a literally at a theater, and I loved every minute of it. I saw Wicked when it was touring with the Broadway across America. That was fun.
Yeah, I saw Wicked. Wicked was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't mind them personally. But also I am very easily entertained. So I'm not like a stickler on that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like, but also I'm not like trained in any sort of theater or musical anything. So I guess that is also probably why I don't have a problem with it as much as some people do.
Yeah.
But I get where they're coming from.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
kind of like how all the nerd stuff that we've been into is now coming into the mainstream, and people are either like, "Yay, this is awesome," or like, "Hey, no," you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you can't do that.
You made fun of me for liking this, and now it's all cool, like that kind of mentality.
Which, I mean, I know on, like, when we do reroll, we had, like, a whole topic about that, with, like, is D&D cool now? And I think the answer that I gave at that point was, it's not, it's just that it's marketable.
Yeah.
It's just, it's the hot thing to market at the moment, so capitalism is doing what it do and making it more mainstream for people to buy into.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's cool that it makes it more accessible. I think I'm just drawing this shirtless at this point.
I think people, like, they know about it more, so it's not as unheard of, but also it doesn't mean it's cool.
Right, yeah. There's still people that, like, for example, at work, where I start talking about my D&D campaigns, people look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
So,
I think my favorite thing about, like, talking about D&D things in public is when you talk about it as if you did it yourself. Like, oh yeah, and then we went into this thing, and then we went and did this thing. Especially with the high school AU one, because people were like, what?
You did that in high school? Like, yeah, I totally set my mom's car on fire.
Yeah, it was great. At least that stuff was kind of believable.
Oh my god. So I'm on Google scrolling through reference for, like, the wolf's costume for Into the Woods, and I have just found my favorite my favorite rendition of a wolf of the wolf for a stage play. Which I think it's like a low budget theater production, but I think it works and it's fantastic. But literally all it is a guy just holding a plaque with a taxidermized wolf head on it and using that as the prop to signify the wolf.
Beautiful.
And like, in Red Riding Hood's, like, interacting with it, and I'm like, oh my god. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Okay. I think it's a little more. I realized I never actually drew Dis in that leather jacket that we, like, found for him on Pinterest.
We have so much art to make.
There's so much art to make.
I'm just excited I can draw Addie more now.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I
have, like, so many things planned that I want to draw. And one of them is just, like, a standard shit post of, I put it on the Sacred World group chat on Facebook, but basically it's like this group of, like, weird looking assholes showing up and, like, waving down our, like, the new guy Oleg, just like, hey, we're here to save you, and he's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? I think that's, like, my favorite reaction that anyone's had to meeting our group.
I want to do a short comic of the what happened here. There was a war and everyone died. Yeah, but how did they die? Puncture wounds, it looks like.
Looks like they were blunt force trauma to the heads.
He asked.
He did. He very much did ask. My god, that's so great. Addie, you're so insightful.
Isn't he?
I love that you've essentially found a way to play him, and it's just fantastic. I can't wait. I can't wait for him and Wes to interact more, because Wes needs a buddy that needs to get him in touch with his. I just look over and I see you lining the titties, and I'm like, god damn it.
Yes.
I think it's fun that West is going to have a person interact with that'll get him in touch with his wild man roots again. Because I feel like for the longest time, I think Ariel specifically has been trying to domesticate West very, very hard. And it's just, I know West is fighting it.
He's just like, why?
No,
Why
I
would
don't-
you want to be domesticated?
I don't want to, but he keeps insisting I need to take a bath.
Dirt bath.
Dirt
Mud bath.
I never thought of that! I didn't know dirt could be a bath.
Yes, rich people pay for it.
So it's like super sophisticated then if I do it.
Yes.
Man, you're so smart. I really do need Wes to like ask Addie about how long he's been in the area and like all that good stuff. Because that's some stuff Wes needs to do that's pertaining to things in his life. That's just a matter of if Wes wants to broach that topic. He absolutely does not like where he's at right now. He's also emotionally compromised. And they're also fighting Stormlords at the moment, so, you know. I'm excited to see Addie in combat.
Oh, I know exactly what his first move is going to be. Like the way I plan on playing him is that he's not one to initiate combat, because he's like, I believe in like the natural order of things and blah blah blah.
But if somebody swings first, he's going for it, right?
Oh yeah. It's like you've chosen to put your life at risk.
I
so.
see you've chosen death.
I see you chosen death, but like he's more of like he's more of like the die naturally kind of blah blah blah. But
It's natural
if
to
his
want to
life
die
or
when
someone-
facing me.
Yeah. But his is more of like, if you willingly put yourself in a combat situation where you could die, that is your choice. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like nature taking its course in that sense. But if you murder anyone, like innocently or whatever, that's taking someone else's against nature.
Uh-huh.
So he's not cool with that.
Murder's not cool. Got it.
Murder's not cool.
Thankfully, we're with a party that is not, you know, very murdery.
Murder hobos.
Yeah, we're not murder hobos.
Yeah.
Which we have yet to meet Oleg and figure out how he is as a person, so... Which from what I've read, having doing the art and like having to look through his character sheet in order to get that information, I think he's a very interesting character. He's definitely going to be interesting. I'm excited to see how my dad's going to play him. I just need to get that man a better computer. Somehow, some way, got to get him a better computer so that he can enjoy the game more.
What?
I'm just looking at this fucking...
What?
I'm just looking at what you're drawing.
It looks great!
It looks fantastic. I'm so delighted by this.
I'm making him more gruff and...
This is what happens when we reach that point of the night and we're just stupid.
Great, I love it. Thank you.
In all fairness, we were enabled.
I need to do a thing real quick. Nope. Whoop.
I'm mostly
Silly.
nosing. I want to know what's in Ragnar's letter, too.
You can't read.
No, Wes can't read. Dis can.
Addie can't read.
Oh my god, they can bond over not being able to read! I'm so excited for this. It's like, whoa, you can't read either? Oh my god!
I've never met someone else who can't read.
I'm not alone. I'm actually really digging this jacket.
Uh-oh. Ah!
Oh no! Drop pile! Why? Good God. Every time. Give it back.
I don't know. What kind of eyebrow should I give him? Should I give him, like, worried eyebrows or, like, zesty eyebrows? Like, meh. I think that.
What do you think he's feeling in this moment?
Get roused.
Is there a way to do an in-between between worried and zesty?
I don't think we could do it in one panel.
It's fair. Just like a little bit of sweat, just like, yeah.
I gave Dis a little sweat.
Poor guy, he's probably overheating in all those layers.
Oh, God, yes.
I have done multi-layered outfits like that, and let me tell you, they are not well ventilated.
Oh, God, no. That's not what their point is.
Nope.
Should Grayson have, like, a little ponytail?
If you want, yeah. This is like, I will fucking choke slam you. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, Dis. The things we put you through.
I'm so sorry for everything. God, I haven't tried young Grayson in such a long time. I actually forgot how to do it for a second.
Oh my God.
I know. I was like, how do I do his hair?
It's like those scenarios where it's like, you know, if there's like a specific character that you'd want to, like a specific fictional character you'd want to meet to talk to, Dis is like the last person on that list because I don't need him to see all the shit we've drawn of him.
Nope.
Just be straight up murdered on the spot.
What did you do to my boy?
There we go. Yeah, good enough. I don't know if I feel like colouring it. I'll just start colouring this one.
I was gonna say you can start coloring Dis if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's too pink. I need it to be red. There we go. So angry. Hey, at least it's like, you know, Belle's dress where it's like gold and it's complementary and like it's not like we're putting them like in Ariel's dress or something.
Lord.
Oh dear God. That would be yikes.
Just the poof.
The sleeves.
Yep.
I imagine like if he had to wear that dress and it would just be like the poof and then just the rest of the sleeve just ripped, so it's like yeah.
You always make Grayson so hippie.
Look, it's a habit, okay? I can't help it that I draw him hippie.
You always have to.
I just end up drawing some of my men very hippie. And I need to remember that not all men's waists work like that.
Grayson's does. It's
Oh.
canon now. You've made that canon for him.
Oh God. Oh, I'm so sorry, Grayson. Jeans are forever your nightmare. I'm sorry.
He would never be caught wearing jeans.
Fair.
Let's be honest.
I was like, oh no, what have I done to you? Okay. Just read on chat. Just sees all the crazy art that you've done. How do you know about all of this?
Whoopsies.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. Then again, I'd be very frightened if I saw Dis in real life.
I think that's the point.
Excited, but frightened.
His original point.
Right.
Was to be scary.
And then Grayson happened.
Look, it's not our fault that they have, like, such crazy similarities.
Right. Yeah, that was some scary coincidence stuff.
Mm-hmm. So that was before I even started watching Sacred World, I think.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Oh yeah, you were like telling me stuff about Grayson, and I'm like, so funny you mentioned this. Because there's some things that I've picked up about this boy. There.
Why?
So what?
Read Jeremiah's comment.
Alright, hold on. I'm drawing a blushy boy. There. This is Titty's still out. Titty's always out.
Always.
Always out, no matter what. That was the specific instruction. I'm trying to think how his blush would work. Would it just turn his complexion brighter or darker?
It'd probably turn purple.
Interesting.
Right?
Would
Is
it?
that correct?
I mean, because it's red on red.
I know, like, I'm wondering if it would just be like like that kind of, maybe?
That's actually kind of cute.
Looks like he has blush on.
Like, he just turns purple.
Just has, like, the... or the...
Steaming.
This.
Yes. Yes, that exactly. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Oh, that's cute. It gets some on his neck, too. Aww. I really like that.
Making me cute.
Excuse me?
He's like, stop making me cute.
Stop it. Stop it right now. Let's try to get that. There. How fucking dare you? How dare you do this? Alright, let's do that dress. And it's like... Man. There we go.
The kids are standing at the top of the stairs like, your dads are being weird again.
Xavier, they're doing that weird thing again. Just like, oh, god damn it. Oh, Xavier, you put up with so much.
Poor child.
Poor child. Eldest child to these weirdos.
Cute.
Yeah. Oh my god, bless you. The cat just sneezed. It was so gentle. Eh.
I'm going to bold your boy over here, so just ignore me.
Okay, no problem. It's the hard part about
I shouldn't
coloring.
go. Are you on the right layer?
I'm on the right layer, yes. It's just like I try not to go over the line because it's noticeable since this has such a dark complexion.
I'll just outline over it.
Fair. Boop. Boop. There we go. Oh, let me do his scars.
You do his nose ring.
Oh, crap! I forget his nose ring. I forgot it on the other one, too. God damn. I'm so bad at remembering that. There we go.
I also got his little ponytail holder thing over here, too.
Oh, whoops. There we go.
Perfect.
Look at his nose ring. There. He's beautiful.
It's just... Ew. There you go.
Yeah, just line what's important. Yes, that's perfect.
Yes.
Alright, so Grayson... Oh, man.
What?
I'm just
Are you admiring our masterpiece?
I'm admiring it very much.
I like how we've gotten into, like, the rhythm of, like, doing, like, a group piece at the end.
Yeah. I like it. It's fun. Thank you for including the boots at the very bottom. I see them.
Yes, thank you. Had to put those in.
Of course. Can't be seen without them. They're the one thing's keeping them upright.
Details. Bruh.
Details? What? Oh. Excuse me.
That's what Jeremiah said. I'm just,
I thought you were patronizing me. I was like, what? Oh, wow.
No, I was reading what Jeremiah said on the chat.
Eh. Oh. There we go. Grayson looks very nice in these colors.
He's a prince.
Yes, he is. Oh man, I forgot that Belle wears gloves. Oh well, I don't care.
This probably wouldn't be able to fit in them.
No, he would not. He would just look and be like, "Are you for fucking real?" It's like those are not happening. Just burns him up on the spot.
You're whining. Come here. You can come sit with me.
Whiskey. Oh no.
We got him a new toy the other day, and like it's his obsession. It's like this little like cow.
Oh, it's a cow.
It's a little cow. Yeah. And he just dropped it. He brings it with him everywhere.
That's so cute.
Yeah, like he's whining right now because John's outside like hanging out, and I'm up here, and it's his bedtime, so he likes to whine at us. So he like goes and grabs his toy and whines until we go lay down with him or he falls asleep. Like, it's bedtime. Did I stutter? It's bedtime.
You're like, excuse me, it is bedtime, and you must all stop what you're doing right now, and
100%. That's how it is.
just stop it right now. I need to go to bed. Oh my God, it's Phoebus. Your dog's Phoebus. I need you to stop what you're doing right now and just pay attention to me.
Yes, 100%.
Need to get a specific color. Come on.
Gotta put the shading on that demiplane.
Yes, the Demiplane, as it's called, very lovingly. I feel like I made Grayson too tan. Shit. Fix that.
Spray tan beforehand.
Say what?
He spray tanned beforehand.
No, it's not right either. Damn. Unless I'm like actually color picking, I'm like I can't nail it.
His skin tone, it's fine.
I know it's like I know it's supposed to be olive, so I'm like wait, but he's not like terribly.
He's like a light skinned olive. He's fine.
Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, let me get that. Boop.
Beautiful.
That's so beautiful. Stranger, get out of here.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Still on this skin tone. Whoopsies.
Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what color it was. Okay.
Shade for days.
Shade for days. Now blend it. Add glitter.
Enemies will be blinded by glitter.
Oh my God, I love those videos. Alright, let me see if I can replicate this. I'm gonna do a thing and hope it works. Ah, shit.
What's the thing?
I tried to do the thing. I have yet to figure out how the goddamn this paint bucket works, so fuck it.
Yeah, just use the sketch layer.
Yeah, I'm just
What
using
color is his cravat?
his cravat's white. I looked it up. Eyeballing things is fun.
We're professionals.
We're professionals. Nope. Nope. Damn it. Yeah, good enough.
What color should the highlight be?
I mean, they're indoors. Everything's lit by chandelier light.
It's like an orange.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
See how it looks. See how it looks. Do like a. Like that orange. Like a greenish blue.
Yeah, it works. Beautiful.
That looks great.
Fantastic.
I like how it's snowing outside. It's all like beautiful. I'm just so pissed.
Fuck you.
This is what happens when Grayson's in control of date night.
Oh, God. I read this fantastic story. We need to do this right now.
Highlight them titties.
Highlight the titties. It's all in the details. Details, bruh. Details.
That's what Cal said. I wasn't making fun of anyone.
I just got the comment that Dis, dressed as the wolf, just looks like Jason Momoa in Frontier.
Oh, hey.
I actually want to watch that. I just haven't gotten around to starting it. No, look at them. They're so cute.
I hate this.
Oh, it's beautiful. Fantastic.
I think
All
it
the
looks
kids
good.
are off to the side, just like... Stop. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. This is a masterpiece. Frame it. Put it in the Louvre. Gonna throw the Mona Lisa off the wall and be like, fuck this shit, this is the real art.
Lord.
Saving this.
Wait, I have one detail I need to fix.
God, okay, fine.
Sorry.
My God.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Now I will save it.
Okay, now you're good. It looks so cute! Jesus, I hope you're happy.
I'm very happy.
I love how Dis looks like a badass on the right and then he's in a dress on the left.
Yep, that's the duality of Dis. And both have excellent titties, so yes. Which is the important part, honestly.
He's perfect in every way. Where's his tail at?
Under the dress?
Under it? Oh god. I'll save this as well.
Yes, it's definitely under all those layers.
Aww.
Poor guy. He's like
All
so
right.
uncomfortable.
We did it.
We did it. This has been so much fun.
Ugh, I'm tired.
Okay, time to tuck you into your matchbox.
We have approval from Jesus.
Yes, perfect. I'm very happy. This has been a fun night. I greatly enjoyed it.
Yeah. And if you're part of the Alistair Discord, you can give us hints on what you would like us to do next week.
Next week. Yes.
Next week. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be so much fun. Yeah, so just throw out suggestions, or you can just DM Lynn and I on Discord or wherever the heck you want to contact us. So if you have an idea for an episode, let us know, and we will start putting it together so that we can have fun again with all you on these wonderful Saturday nights. They certainly brighten my week.
If you're part of the Alistair Discord, you also let us know when you're available to hang out, and we'll just do silly stuff. We'll do a draw pile. We'll read fan fiction.
Dramatic fan fiction
characters'
readings.
Voices.
Yes.
Yes. We need to do. I need Shane to like say something like fanfic readings in Grayson's voice, because that would just.
Oh my god, are we gonna find like a really old like lemon of something and just have Shane do a dramatic reading as Grayson?
Yes.
Or oh my god, disgrace lemon. Oh my god.
that he wrote.
Oh no, no.
But if you're new here, you're not part of the Alistair Discord, you can join us for as little as $1 a month on our Patreon. That'll give you access to our private Discord where we all chat about the comic and our own D&D and fantasy art characters, and we just nerd out and have fun
do
and
dramatic
hang out.
fanfic readings, apparently.
Yes. Fanfic Friday, let's go.
Yeah, sometimes, hey, like we also play games sometimes because I have like a Jackbox collection and we like to just hang out and sometimes play games together. So that's fun.
We should do that again.
We really should. That was so much fun.
That was very fun. So feel free to join us. $1 a month. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time.
We'll have a grand old time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Jackbox, yeah. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for joining us, giving us ideas and suggestions, and participating along with this fun trip down memory lane as Lynn and I remember us being awkward theater kids.
Yep.
Thank you for sticking around as we drew this nonsense.
Thank
you to those that suggested it.
We'll always end the night with something ridiculous that we'll work on together.
A big thank you to those that suggested it very much. It was greatly appreciated, and I love it very much. So, yeah. So, it's Labor Day weekend, so everybody please be safe, be mindful. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Don't do anything that could cause things to get worse, please.
Yes.
So, yeah, enjoy your weekend, stay safe, and as always, hang loose and stay righteous.
Oh.
All right. Goodbye, guys.
We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Night.
Night.